Morning, everyone. Just on the way to the office, dropped off the kids, managed to grab myself a nice cold coffee on the way to work. Hot day here today. And just got some great news that one of our clients was approved an O1A. So I think we'll do another video about the O1As, and you can ask us all of the questions that you have about the extraordinary abilities in the businesses. Actually, this client of ours was a business associate, and we'll go with you and we'll explain to you the process. So on the way to work, obviously got a phone call from a client. Are you available for a quick chat? Can you just a couple of minutes? So jumped on the call, as I do. Regular questions. Me and my family want to go on an adventure. So adventure to me kind of says, okay, I've got a date, but I do want to finish that adventure at some point. So I asked him that main question. I said to him, the adventure, do we have a start date and an end date? Meaning, what are we looking at? Are we looking at the permanent options of all the visas, or are we looking at the temporary options? And as soon as we go into that question, obviously it leads to another question, which leads to another question. And I think that's the main thing that you always need to ask, and you always need to ask yourself. Are we looking at all of the visa categories, the E's and the L's and the O's and the J's and the H1s? Those are all falling under the temporary, meaning I've got a start date, I've got a reason to be there, but I've got an end date. I want to come home. I've got a home here. I've got a reason to come back to my family. And that means it's the non-immigrant. Or are we going to go on to the permanent? I see that as the end. I want to live there. I want to get the permanent, the green card. Or my reason for doing this in the end is actually at some point to get citizenship for myself, my kids. And that leads you into all other questions about taxes and everything. So I think that's one of the main things that we're going to discuss more and more in the future. The temporary categories as opposed to the permanent categories. So think about that. If you've got any questions, speak to you soon, guys. Subscribe and just send us any questions you have.